Alright, so this is going to be quite a fun, interesting video. I'm going to show you how we're going to use certain components to build your very own circuit. And from there, we are going to upload some codes and we are going to make the components do some magic, right? Okay, so some things we'll need. We'll need a breadboard. We will need your Arduino microprocessor. Yours will have a shield on top, that's fine. We're going to need an LED, a resistor, and 2 jumper wires. Now my jumper wires are going to look slightly different from yours. That is perfectly fine. That's not an issue. Okay, so a little bit about the LED now. You'll notice that the LED has got 2 legs. One leg, the bent leg that you see at the bottom, and the shorter leg on the top. So the bent leg is the longer leg. Now, the bent leg is the leg which has positive polarity, and the shorter leg has a negative polarity. So it does make a difference how we stick it in and how we connect it up. So pay attention. Okay, let's stick it into our breadboard over here. Doesn't matter where, but what you do need to take note of is where you stick the long leg in and where you stick the short leg in. Okay, next we're going to connect up a resistor. Now your resistor legs will probably be longer, that's fine. The important thing here is that we want to connect up the resistor to the short leg. You can see that one end is connected to the negative power rail as I'm pointing out to you. Right, just look for this negative power rail, that's one end, and the other end will be connected up to the short leg. Now make sure that it's stuffed in properly, yeah. And you have to know that the short leg of the LED must be connected to the resistor. Okay, so that's going to help complete the circuit along this row of holes. So electrically they are connected along this row of holes. Now we are going to take our black wire, black jumper wire. Doesn't really matter what color you use, however it's a good habit to stick with black for ground, and we are going to connect up this black wire to the resistor. Okay, so any hole along the power rail will do. This power rail, they are all electrically connected underneath, so that's fine. Okay, so they are connected underneath and the rows above are connected vertically. So we are going to connect this to ground. If you look at your Arduino, you're going to see that there is a ground pin over there. You see 2, but either one will do. So we're going to stick our black wire, jumper wire into the ground pin, like so. Okay, so that's done. Next, we're going to take our other jumper wire. In this case, it's red for mine. And we are going to look for the vertical row that is going to have the long leg. We are going to stick in the jumper wire because the vertical row like this is connected electrically. So we are actually connecting the red wire to the long leg of the LED. And what we want is to stick it into pin 11. So look for pin 11 and stick the red jumper wire into the pin 11. And that's it. We have connected it up electrically. Okay, so quick summary. Signal is going to come from pin 11. It's going to travel through the wire. Through the wire is going to go up on the rows of the breadboard because they're electrically connected. It's going to go up to the long leg. Long leg is positive. It's going to go up through the LED. It's going to come down to the short leg. It's going to go through the resistor because they are connected electrically from the short leg onwards, and up the power rail because they're electrically connected, and back to the ground. Therefore, we have completed the circuit. And you learn in your primary school science that a completed circuit is one that will work, right? A closed circuit. So this is what we have created, a closed circuit. So there you have it. We have completed your circuit. Well done. Next, we are going to take the cable that is provided, the USB cable, and we need to connect it up to the Arduino board, and the other end goes into your computer. Okay, so let's do that now. Okay, so Now that we have got the USB wire connected into the Arduino microprocessor, what we need to do is find a USB port of the computer, and we are going to just stick it in. And from here, I'm going to show you what to do on the laptop screen. Okay? Okay, so this is the screen that you're going to see. This is the M-Block programming interface, and this should look very familiar to you guys, seeing as that you have used it in Secondary 1. But so here's a quick refresher, yeah? So what just happened was that we built the circuit for a LED to blink. And but it won't blink on its own. What we need to do is to give it certain instructions so that it follows these instructions to blink at a set time. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you how to create the codes. After that, I'm going to teach you how to upload the codes, and then we will see our LED blink. Okay, so first of all, let's get rid of this Panda. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of the stage layout. So bye bye Panda. Okay, so after the Panda's gone, what we want to do is to make sure that we have the right board connected. So go under board, make sure that Arduino Uno is ticked. So that's cool. And now we can start creating the code. So first of all, let's go to robots. Under robots, I'm going to pull out an instruction telling this interface that I'm going to do an Arduino program. Okay, and I want something to happen forever. In this case, I want the LED to keep on blinking. So let's make that happen forever. And so I'm going to go to control, and under control, I'm going to see something called forever. This is a forever loop. So I want something inside this forever loop to happen. So what's going to happen? Let's go back to our robots. I want to set the digital pin as a high or a low, because if I'm not mistaken, we put the LED, the long leg of the LED at pin 13. So pin 13 is a digital pin. So once you pull out set digital pin 9, output as high, change the 9 to 13. Okay, so in this case, the pin 13 is going to give out a high input. For how long though? Let's put it at 1 second. So what we're going to do is that we're going to pull out from control, pull out 1 second. Okay, so this is going to turn on for 1 second, but if we leave it like this, it's just going to stay on, and it's not going to do anything but stay on. We don't want that. We want it to turn off. So after 1 second of being on, what we can do is we can turn it off for 1 second. So instead of going all through here and pulling it out again, I'm going to teach you a shortcut. Pro tip: come over here, right click, click duplicate, and bam, this will come out. Right? Don't forget to change this to low. So what's happening here is that I've created an Arduino program, and I want something to happen forever. And the thing that I want to happen forever is to put output high at pin 13. That means we turn it on, we give it a high output, an on signal, and we do this for 1 second. After that, we are going to turn that same output to a low, so we turn it off for 1 second. So on 1 second, off 1 second, on 1 second, off 1 second. So in this case, it creates a blinking effect for that output, which in this case happens to be an LED. Now we can put in a different output. We can put in buzzers, different colored LEDs, so on and so forth. But in this case, we are just starting off simple. Okay, so this is the how we create a program. So next up, we are going to teach you how to upload the codes. Alright, so these are the codes that we created, and by now you should have already connected up your Arduino. Okay, and so what we want to do is to make sure that the computer and the Arduino board, they are talking to each other. So this is what all of you have to do. Go click on connect on the tab over here under
serial port, you'll see a COM number. Now, mine is a COM3. Yours could be a COM, I don't know, whatever random number it is. It doesn't matter. So long as you see a COM followed by a number, just click it. Okay? So now, what we have is a computer and Arduino talking to each other. And since now they are connected, they are talking to each other, I can now upload the codes. Alright, and this is how we do it. Over here, at the Arduino program, right click, click upload to Arduino, and this will appear. And very simply, over here, upload to Arduino, click it. Okay? And you'll see that there is a uploading, start uploading happening, and this would be initializing, preparing board, so on and so forth, yada yada yada. All this is going on in the background, and it would take maybe 1 or 2 minutes to upload, and once it's uploaded, the codes are in. Okay, so immediately you should start seeing upload finish, and let's click close. By now you should see the LED blink. So congratulations, job well done.
Okay, and this is what we should see. You have uploaded the codes, and what we have is we have power. We have power going into the Arduino board, and the codes say that every 1 second, signal from pin 11 will go high. So we'll go high, go into the long leg, go past the LED, go past the short leg, through the resistor, down this length, and back to ground, completing the circuit. So in 1 second, this is going to be a high signal. That means the LED is going to turn on. And in the next second, it's going to be a low signal. So low from here, go through the whole circuit, and it's going to turn off because it is low. So congratulations, you have restarted your journey to Arduino. You have created your first program of the year, uploaded it, and we are going to practice a little bit more, get you into familiar territory, into creating codes, uploading them. Okay, so this is experiment number 1. Let's go on to experiment number 2.